ng Filipino-Canadian baker and cake master, artisan, and illusionist. O, di ba? Ang daming ganap. Isa siya sa mga talented bakers na nakasali sa isang reality baking competition series na Is It Cake? Kung saan naging finalist siya. Please welcome April Julian.
April Julian.
Hey,
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. It's such a pleasure for us to have you here. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Hello, April. Welcome to Mars No More. Before we start asking questions, let me show you first a photo of one of your creations
Ayan
para
na.
makita ng mga Mars at Pars natin sa kanilang mga tahanan.
Yes.
Ayan!
Wow!
So, ayan, mga Mars Camps and Wilma. Ano nakikita ninyo?
I see, I think this is lumpiang Shanghai.
Lumpiang
This is my
Shanghai,
favorite.
yes.
Deep-fried lumpia.
Yes, correct.
Is it a real lumpia dish or is it cake?
It is cake.
Wow!
Ang galing!
Alam mo, Kuya, yun yung nakakatuwa
thank
dun
you.
sa show na
Yes.
sinalihan ni April. It's actually a show that's about making things na hindi na mukha talagang totoo, pero maggugulat ka na cake pala siya.
So, but let me ask you, what kind of cake is this?
It's chocolate fudge cake with a Swiss meringue vanilla buttercream.
So, very complicated pa.
Sobra talaga, Kuya. And you know what? I will have the chance to watch kung paano ito ginawa ni Mars April. Ito, panoorin natin.
Let's watch, let's watch.
Ayan. Okay, let's see.
So it took you how many hours to bake all this?
This one maybe 5. I did it pretty quickly.
That's
quick.
Yeah,
Already?
Yeah, I mean, on the show, most of the cakes took at least 8, and we were really, really rushing.
So
this
they're
one
not
was a little bit
separate. I thought
faster.
they looked separate, but they're not. They're all together.
They're all together and then it was separated na lang. Right, April?
Underneath, there's one big chocolate cake, and on
Okay,
top, yes,
okay.
there's separate chocolate lumpia on top.
Okay,
To give the illusion. And then on the
Yes,
side, it's
that's
just little
right.
nubs.
So we know
It's
that
all
you're
about illusion.
a good baker, no? But where did you learn the sculpture?
Yeah.
Because there's also sculpture and art involved in this, and not only baking and not only cooking. Where did you learn that?
I took some art classes in high school. That's about it. I think it's just a natural talent for replicating, what I see in different mediums. In this case, it's cake.
So where do you get your inspirations?
I try to find things that are really interesting, but also ones that no one has done before, where there's a lot of shock value.
Yes.
So, for example, I haven't seen a lumpiang Shanghai cake, right? I made this especially for you, so that there's something that you can see in a different form in cake, a very traditional. It's everybody's favorite Filipino dish here in Canada, of course.
That's right.
Yeah, so whether it's that or something new, I'm always trying to make something new that you haven't seen before.
Of all the cakes that you've done, what's your most prized creation of all?
This particular cake was of some chicken wings, and you'll see there's
Chicken wings.
cooked chicken wings in the front and raw chicken wings in the back, but it's all cake. And so when people see me pick up a raw chicken wing and take a big bite, they freak out.
I'm sure they do
They're like,
because, eating raw chicken is kind of like
Exactly.
dangerous
Yes.
to our health.
Very dangerous. But it's fine if it's cake. It's totally fine if it's chocolate cake. But that's what makes people sort of alarmed and freaking out, and that's why that happens to be my favorite one, just because of the reaction.
You have a regular.
Not because it's beautiful.
You're not a full-time baker. You're not a full-time chef, no? You have a regular job.
You do?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is just a hobby that you make?
It's just a sort of thing that I do at night after my daughter is in bed. My daytime, I'm an educator for a human rights organization here in Canada. So I teach about human rights and to protect human rights and civil liberties. And then at nighttime, everybody's asleep. I put on an apron and make weird cakes.
Do you accept orders if they ask you because they know that you make things like this?
For sure. Especially now with the show having been out for some time, I'm getting many, many requests for orders. But also, interestingly enough, I get invited to be on cool TV shows like this one. So I'm interested to see what happens. You know, maybe there'll be more opportunities to be, you know, a Filipino Canadian representing, you know, the homeland on TV.
Yeah.
And for sure, you know, different brands also are reaching out to me, asking me to develop content for them. So
Amazing.
it's very
April,
exciting to